welcome back to 709 Meridian, an audio commentary podcast.
It's an auto commentary podcast. We will be discussing nothing but the cars of this. That's actually a website. They have like some pretty good captures. There's like some website that is just the cars of various things. It will be more interesting, but let us return to the opening.
We are your hosts, T and Andrew,
Hello.
and we're in that odd spot of our Beverly Hills Cop season where we're going to take a trip to an alternate universe with the 2013 Beverly Hills Cop pilot, which is the first episode or the pitched episode for a possible subsequent weekly series on network television.
On the Central Broadcasting System, no less.
The one black show that would have been on CBS.
Okay, so where the heck fire is the Wikipedia? So I tried going to the Wikipedia page so we could talk about things, and then the link in the app I was using took me to the Wikipedia page for the movie because it's like nobody wants to fucking go to the
Nobody knows
Wikipedia page for the pilot. Does it not even have its own Wikipedia article? Holy shit, it's got to, it doesn't. Okay. I think the trivia section on IMDb is where it's at though. But you watch this. Now this dropped a couple years ago. Like during Rona, somebody in
somebody just let
fucking
it go.
LA let a bunch of shit out, right? Like
Yep.
they just uploaded they fucking got laid off or they made them go back to the office and they caught the Rona, so they just uploaded a bunch of fucking failed pilots.
And I believe they have a YouTube channel.
Oh wow. So like okay. And this came out and you
You didn't
watched
hear it
it?
here.
I was thinking about all this stuff. I got to see if it's somewhere hidden on archive.org next to
Seriously.
Playing with Fire.
There's a YouTube channel that does have like nothing but unsold pilots,
The
just
Paula
tripped out.
Marshall channel. Zing.
Right.
Sorry. There was somebody else who was just a pilot killer too. I think it was Bill Campbell in the 90s.
He might have been.
You know he did a billion pilots before he became Billy.
Yep.
Okay. So this is from 2013. Shit, when was the Paul Reiser show? So Paul Reiser does not appear on this show, but he is mentioned, so that is another alternate universe check mark.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this theoretically is supposed to take place after Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Maybe.
It does not. We did the math last week. The kid in this would have been a baby during the events of one, based on age. And there will be a reference to it. Eddie does show up, but I don't know that we need to preamble this much more. Are you?
No, it's just listen, it's a failed pilot for a reason.
Yes, it is. For many, actually, it's actually filled out for many, many reasons. But not Christine Lottie. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Starting in 3, 2, 1, play. Like, I haven't dreaded something like this since Halloween 6. So, director or writer, creator, Sean Ryan, who also did the Shield, which is I really hope a great show. It certainly seemed to be at the time. Um, he wrote this, and he says that this scene is as tough and as gritty and as real as anything out of The Shield. And I'm just like, do you see the outfits? They're They're backup dancers. Like,
Yeah, it looked like the scene before you do a video or some shit.
mhm.
Busta Rhymes come jumping out from nowhere. Busta, what?
um, so this is Brandon
Yeah,
T.
Brandon T.
Who?
Jackson. Um, he was also in the extremely failed uh, threequel to Big Mama's House with Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence, Big Mama's 3.
Um,
I believe he blames that for sort of the beginning of the end of his career. He was on fire for a minute because he was the guy in what Tropic Thunder, right?
yeah,
That gave him a little heat.
yeah, he's now in stuff that doesn't have Wikipedia pages. But yeah, so he was in the Percy Jackson franchise that um sort of fizzled. Yeah, oh hell yeah, it fizzled. 90 million for 200. Okay, so we've been ignoring this fine action sequence directed by Barry Sonnenfeld. Very time has not been kind to Barry Sonnenfeld. But his motivator is that he fell for the bad guy's girl who didn't know he was a cop. So
Right.
she has been killed during a failed uh,
Bust.
criminal bust or exchange of some sort. So the guys all got killed instead of them selling guns or whatever. So I don't feel comfortable talking about the. Okay, so we do get this sequence where he gets to Beverly Hills that was not in three. So
No.
Barry Sonnenfeld was more familiar with the
And
franchise.
already they're playing the fucking
Mhm.
Axel F and it's not even earned. We don't even know who the hell he is.
I mean, we don't get, I don't know when they say his name is Foley for the first time. He is
Right.
incredibly uncharming.
No.
He is a Spice Girls reference in 2013 too. Like,
Mm.
this is a gritty urban drama, folks. Action drama.
Eh.
Does anybody want my Shield box set? All the discs are ruined because it's one of those cheap ass Fox ones where they glued them and they
Uh,
got glue all over them. But other than that, I don't. I can just stream it. I don't care. So, um,
oh, mm.
yeah. This also probably just doesn't date well, given the revelations
Oh,
of reality. Hey, look, it's
that was the pre-credits sequence.
yeah.
Fuck.
Come on, it's just the they didn't pay to do a pre-credit sequence on this. Come on.
Oh God. This is just so we're just supposed to assume he's, you know, till he showed the badge. Oh,
Yeah, it's Christine Lottie.
wow.
It's okay, dude. She's like 69 years old in this or something. Like Christine Lottie's like 80. She stopped aging at like 44. it makes evil somewhat uncomfortable because like she'll like have like semi gratuitous sex scenes, and you're just like, I don't know if this is weird. We can also talk at length about the sort of misogyny humor of this script where he like makes all these comments about the ladies
Oh yeah.
and it's supposed to be charming. It's really uncomfortable. It kind of feels like a TV show made by white people where um they were like, you know what would be really funny is blackface. And then somebody was like, no, we're actually not
Oh,
gonna do that.
but
Uh
I'm. This is probably the biggest compliment I'll give him. I'd rather it Brandon T. Jackson than like Nick Cannon, who
okay.
tried to do this with that god off. We should probably just do that just to hurl abuse at it. The fucking underclassmen. It's god awful.
Well,
Oh, dude, that's what you call it, David
yeah,
Denman.
it's dude from The Office who is now like a semi-action star or whatever.
He was
Was
also
it?
on Angel.
Was he? Oh wow.
Yeah, he played the big demon Skip.
Okay. Skip. um, and then we
He was just in what you call it, uh, Rebel Ridge.
okay. Saw somebody else talking about how much they like that.
Oh,
Um,
I gotta tell you about that a little later.
alright. So I don't know who she is. She's not familiar, which is not a good sign for a TV pilot. So they're making like a segue joke. And this is 10 years after Arrested Development, in which one of the characters had a Segway the whole time. So
Yeah.
that's weird. There's going to be a lengthy vending machine joke. I think what it is that they,
She's the one from the pilot that would get replaced on the
in the
actual
next
show.
one, yeah, it would be super awkward because it would be a blonde.
No, they recast her with Nassim Pedrad.
Oh, damn. Who would like be the one who became the de facto show lead over the season before its inevitable cancellation.
Cancellation before
When
Brandon
fucking
T just can't take it anymore.
at the last episode, the cliffhangers, fucking Eddie shows up with a different son.
Oh, this is what you call him? It was in Ready versus Jason.
Oh, was he? I've forgotten that movie
The
again.
nerd,
Sure.
Linderman, I guess. Yeah, he died. Who killed him? I think Jason killed him.
Um,
Oh, is he he's one
so
of them?
he's a he's a tech bro who
Right.
grew up with the drug dealer, but they remained friends, but they don't do business together. They're just, you know,
Mm,
good friends. This whole cell phone sequence is really weird.
mm,
Also, when Eddie gets here, sorry everyone, I watched this last night, so to prepare myself. When Eddie gets here, there is actual like Beverly Hills Cop energy, but the scenes without it, where they're like showcasing Aaron,
yeah.
he it's
He just can't.
unclear.
He can't carry it
He
at
can't
all.
carry it. He seems really short sometimes.
He's
Um,
trying too hard.
he's trying too hard. It's because he has no natural charm, clearly.
No.
Here's the next big joke. Caviar. Um, yeah,
Uh,
yeah. He's gonna put it on his Snap or his Insta, which would have
uh,
actually been interesting if he'd had like a. He's an undercover cop with an Instagram. That would be more interesting
yeah,
than
that
this.
would. Uh,
Here is, um,
oh God, Kevin Pollak.
yeah.
Is he gonna do his Columbo impression? I hope he does his Columbo impression.
I remember when I liked Kevin Pollak.
Come on, Kevin Pollak, you prick. There's just one more thing. He's playing a cop or a yeah.
He is the legal in-house legal counsel for the Beverly Hills Police Department, who is going to
Oh my God,
clear.
that hat on.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable talking about his wardrobe, but I will say that
I do like the
whoever,
painting in the back though.
yeah, they did go all out with set design, which is really weird. For this, at least, I feel like they were sure they were going to get picked up. Like,
Well, yeah, because initially they thought Eddie was just gonna keep coming back, and then Eddie was like, "Fuck y'all, this is it." Unless they had that money for him. That was I think, a major factor in this not going forward.
yeah.
I mean, Judge Reinhold can only put in so many hours.
So we do have the like mini cop car back there, which means they could have used this as a real bit in this. That's the other thing, and we're gonna see it with Eddie, is that everything's in a hurry, and like we talked about last episode, because last episode we got to compare 2 and 3. You got to let Eddie build up.
Yeah, but this was such a Bugs Bunny walk on.
It is a very Bugs Bunny walk on, and he's way too good for it.
Yeah.
Like it's so his Eddie's take on this is yes, they wanted him back every week, and he was like, "Fuck that." But also, um, during the what do you call it? During the like test screenings, Eddie says the story is the dials all got turned up to like 11 when he was on screen and not when he wasn't. And he's like, so it was fine or whatever, but really I was the whole show, which is true. We are watching
Yeah,
this right
'cause
now. When he
he's Beverly
leaves,
Hills Cop.
you're gonna be so sad when he leaves. You're gonna be so sad every time he leaves.
Yeah, when he
Um
fades out.
or like is just off screen. They're like, "Oh
Yeah, it's
yeah,
just gone.
your dad's behind that door. It's fine." Um, but I mean, the thing is it wasn't like people had the dials turned to like 7. They had the dials turned off. So like,
Oh.
this could be a
Something
like,
I'm noticing though, Eddie's keeping the same energy with Brandon as he is with the daughter in part 4.
right, like
So it
that's
definitely hinges on him. Like,
it hinges on Eddie as Axel as dad. And the thing
yeah.
is what's super impressive about this is, he came onto set. They probably ran it through once. He's not ad libbing for them, and he's fucking great. Like,
Mhm.
That was the thing is that like once he went to CGI, once he went to doing costumes all the time, you forget that like Eddie's fucking great. Like even
Yeah.
propping up this shit. Like
Heck, I hate how that's shot.
oh yeah.
It looks like a parent trap shot.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Eddie Axel Jr. could have been Eddie with
Yep.
digital face,
Yep.
make him look younger.
So we're at the mansion because oh god, what is it? So the money was getting laundered through a fake company registered to a woman named Alma who lives in this mansion, except Alma is their housekeeper and they just let her use the address to get her kid into the better Beverly Hills schools. Um and then Eddie's bit, so as Eddie disappears here from the pilot for 12 minutes, is that he's going to go collect all the camera footage from the multiple backups throughout the house because it's 2013 and everybody's got a bunch of stuff. So here we are in
Hmm.
the bad neighborhood where Alma and
The barrio.
the kid live. This is the gritty urban crime drama that Sean Ryan is talking about, everyone.
Crazy thing of it is, it's shot and lit like a sitcom almost.
Well, yeah, because it's CBS. Like this is like fucking I don't know, man. This is like not this is on the same spectrum as Monk in my opinion or Psych. Like
Oh wow.
what I don't get is that Jerry Bruckheimer had a fucking deal at CBS, right? Like
Yeah.
at least make it a CSI thing. Like
But
oh
this was one they just moved forward with though, because it was lingering for so long.
yeah. Well, I mean, in some ways, that's the story of all pilots, failed and otherwise, is that at some point you got to
But
shit
this
or get
kept,
off the pot with it.
yeah, this kept ping ponging. This was either we're gonna do a pilot, no, we're gonna do a movie.
I mean, to be fair, it would work better as a midnight run for your life action pack. Like, I mean, I'm not saying it would be any better, but it would like the concept of Beverly Hills Cop works if you want to do, you know, cheap cop show budget Beverly Hills Cops. You should do them as 90-minute movies that can have unrated streaming versions with swearing.
Yeah, it's just not a weekly. We give everybody a high five at the end.
Yeah. But especially not with this setup, right? Like that's what's so fucking stupid about this show is like, well, if you watch Beverly Hills Cop, okay, just imagine that Axel stays at the end. What do you want to see?
Mm,
And what do they do with this? They rely entirely on Eddie.
uh, Eh,
I love how embarrassed the lady playing Alma looks. Not
right.
Alma in the performance, but the actress just looks very embarrassed. Because this is very strange humor for 2013. Like,
Yeah, this is post Medea, so he could have just came in there dressed as a granny or something. If they were gonna, that would have sucked. Marshawn.
well, I mean, just think. Eddie was like, "Okay, we'll get you lunch at at the hotel, and then you just walk over and you shoot, and then you go back or something." Like, because
Yeah, I really wonder what his shooting schedule was for this.
wait, were those people in the background before? Nope, nope, they're not. Oh my god, the continuity on this is terrible. Holy shit, that was amazing.
Oh my God. It's lit different too.
Oh shit. So they made Eddie. Oh, so they just filmed Eddie doing bits over and over, and then
Yeah,
okay. Oh, his jacket keeps opening and closing too.
yep.
Holy shit. Okay, but this is not something you rely on if this is not your show, right? Like if it's Axel Jr. and Dad, that's one thing. But like, who's he gonna do these bits with? Because Eddie's carrying the bits. Eddie's
See,
making believable.
that's who you replace the girl cop with because he has to have somebody to play off of to do this shit.
When did the Lethal Weapon show start? Was it around this time or was it
It
later?
might have been around because I never followed it, so
Yeah,
I avoided it like the fucking plague.
yeah,
Sorry, Damon. I don't think I've ever seen an episode of it.
yeah. I was gonna watch it if Sean William Scott was replacing the character Riggs, but he wasn't.
Hmm.
Because the guy who plays the actual Riggs is just like a piece of shit. Anyway, that
All
was
right.
2016.
Oh,
2016 to 2019. So this would have been the forerunner of trying to do network action, occasional jokes.
well, they had tried it. Oh my God! With I never sent you that fucking who was it? Glenn Fry and Aries Spears.
Oh god, that's right.
That awful fucking show.
That show from like 90. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So, well, okay,
that shit was painful.
but this isn't though. This isn't a partner show, right? So like we're
Well, it would
not
have to be after this though when it moves to series because
no, because he's gonna be with the two of them. They're gonna be his two babysitters.
one's gonna get phased out because one has to be more in 2013. It's better he plays off a girl than another dude, but the dude will be around, or they'll just alternate.
Ooh, or it could be one of those fucking shows where they do a double pilot and dude gets shot in the knee or something, so
Right, he has to be a desk jockey.
he becomes the computer guru, but he's
Mm.
still a lovable oaf
Every now and then he goes out.
because it's got to be a team. So I didn't pay attention enough last time I watched this or this time. Somehow this guy has access to police files and is leaking them to the bad guy.
Mm, mm.
Barry Sonnenfeld.
Yeah, you would think he never done movies before. God, this is. But then again, I gotta, you know, it is a pilot, so they're kind of they let him slide, being a little sloppy because it's not.
Yeah, true, but
But his
whew,
fade is killing me.
the he's dressed like the asylum version of Bad Boys.
Right,
And I'm trying to picture who else is in that movie
it's
with
him
that.
and the dude that played Bud from the Cosby Show. Because he's
Oh,
the Will Smith.
oh god. Oh,
There you go. There's your TV, Bad Boys.
why is this so long? We're only 28 minutes in, and I'm just like, nobody kept watching it at this point, man. Like, that's got to be some archaic technology for screening, like that screening shit. Because, like, what did you think it was going to tell you? So we haven't talked about her because I didn't learn her name.
Yeah, and she's playing it too straight.
Well, she's playing a Kardashian who rejects her family wealth and becomes a
Uh,
police officer.
Either way, she gets recast on the actual show.
Oh yeah, she gets recast by like fucking who's like who's like a Mariska Hargitay type.
Oh,
Oh, dude, she gets recast as Mark Helgenberger or something. Somebody from CSI who left to CSI but comes
and they
back
want
to
to
the
do comedy.
network to
They want to do
save their
something
ass.
lighthearted.
Oh God, it's Gene Smart. Oh no, it would have been in 2013. It was before Gene. Oh, I don't know. Had she been on
No,
Justified yet? So
Jean
maybe not.
Smart would be the
She'd be above it. Okay.
she would be the Bogomil at this point. She would be Christine Lottie's character.
2013. Yeah. She still would have been a little old. Okay.
This is for an ingenue. You'd have to have somebody young
But
to
it's
play
got to
off
be
of him.
somebody who's it's like one of the Fannings or something. It's somebody coming to TV. It's there becoming the fucking draw for the series order,
Yeah.
which is problematic as hell, but might be a better show, to be fair. Like, because what's he gonna do? We still don't know what he's gonna do in LA. Oh yeah. Oh, we're before that. We'll talk about it later. God, that's such a bad shot. Where was the establishing
Yeah.
shots? Like,
Uh-oh.
so we actually are reinstituting one of our genre standards. We have a Euro trash villain, or franchise standards. We have a Euro trash villain, at least, who
Oh
should
yeah,
have
we gotta.
been played by someone recognizable.
Yeah. See that there's one of your episodes during the season. See, Victor Maitland also had a son
Yep. And
who wants to get revenge.
you do a Die Hard takeoff or something like
or he's the overarching villain of the season.
Right. So Axel has made imprints of all of the keys in Play-Doh. Which will give us a I wasn't always a cop, but I was always a cop's son or something speech.
Yeah,
Oh, I called him Axel. I'm sorry, Aaron.
it doesn't matter.
We get no
He's Axel Jr.
here's our heavy, who is also not played by anyone of note.
Mm. Oh, it's just. Ugh.
Hold on, wait. Remember the boots? Dun dun dun.
Oh. Mm.
God, that guy's bad. Okay.
Ugh. Yeah, this is for TV. You mean you
It
couldn't get
is.
some
Oh,
some TV guy who's well known to be the bad guy, some
because
notorious TV villain?
you wasted all your money on. Okay, well, I'm sure Eddie cost more than everything else.
Like, where the fuck? Where's your Richard Lynch? Do they have those anymore?
Uh, the only network show we're currently watching is The Equalizer, and I will actually say no, they do not.
Oh,
Whenever the villain is, even when it's like a feature villain, it's
hmm.
never played by anyone of note.
Jeez, can't because Law and Order is taking them all up.
Um,
Oh man,
dude,
he's literally dressed like Will in Bad Boys One.
I love how his agent was like, he really wants to take his shirt off and let everybody see how much work he's been doing at the gym.
You know, when I see somebody like him squander this, it makes me wish Lee Thompson Young was still here.
I mean, he actually is kind of like what if Will Smith and Martin Lawrence had a kid
Yeah.
and he got the worst genes. Like,
Yeah, he just got the worst out of both of them because he's not given anything.
he's also, they needed to rethink the like how they were going to deal with the height because like having Christine Lottie be taller than him's weird.
Now, this isn't a complete diss to Brandon T. Jackson because he is, I don't want this to get out. We just fucking clowned his ass. But he is with talent. He is funny. It's just this was not for him. This just wasn't.
The direction of the actors in this is abysmal, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's just not.
none of it.
Oh, look, she's out of the suit.
Oh my god, just like two establishing shots. You, oh, do not want to watch a TV show about the two of them talking to one another. Thank you. This is when somebody broke the dial the other way.
Right. Enough of this. She kind of reminds me of Sarah Douglas,
Oh,
Superman.
yeah. Oh, we just talked over the. Oh, yes,
Mm.
Pops Foley straightened him out. Oh,
Why is he walking around like he knew where he was going, though? Did he?
um, I don't know.
Had they'd been there then? I guess.
No, no.
Oh wow! It's the old safe behind a picture.
Yeah.
They did this shit on the monkeys. This shit was funny as hell.
Oh,
Oh look, it's the old safe behind a picture. He might be recurring, right?
yeah, like it. He just
He's one
turns
of the
out to be the corrupt. He's always the
yeah,
snitch or whatever.
because he has to have a colorful, you know, collection of characters to.
Or is this the weird pilot
Oh yeah, that
where
too. None of this means anything once the show.
no. What if it's the weird pilot where they flip that and it does? The recast is of so spoilers, folks, mom is going to become a millionaire by the end of the show. What if the Alma mom is going to become a millionaire?
Uh-oh.
What if God, those are such stupid fucking boots too. Okay, sorry. Um
Yeah, look at those. They look like genie shoes.
okay, here is the greatest on location action sequence. Like set it at a movie studio if you want to do this and you want to have some time. But go on to series. Mom is dating busted up David Denham, who is can't go on the street anymore, but still gets to play surrogate dad to whoever the kid is. She's recast though with like Ava Longoria or something. She becomes the big and thing. Christine Lottie's on like two more episodes and then she leaves with no mention.
Well, she's replaced with Gene Smart.
Nah, Gene Smart's Christine Lottie. That's not how that continuum works. Let's be real. Christine Lottie is the Gene Smart of network television at this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Reminds me I need to watch Hacks. Um, yeah, just like before. But we don't
What
even
was he
check on
shooting at that
Alma.
he missed him?
He ran out of bullets before. He ran out of
No,
bullets.
no. I mean, right there.
Oh,
I mean, the
I
slide
mean
was kind
he's a lawyer, not
of
a not
a
a
marksman.
bodyguard. Yeah, marksman. Okay, so here's where Kevin Pollak is a clear miscast because They're
Yeah, he can't
playing
do
him
this.
like he's a bit. If you want this, you want Martin Short. You want what you really want is you want Rick Moranis, but that doesn't happen. So you
No.
did Martin Short. And he's actually the recurring one. Like he
Hmm.
doesn't actually stick around every episode because you don't fucking need that. Okay, here we go. One of
It's
the
just,
greatest action sequences, plane versus getaway tropes. God, probably going back to TV in what, the mid 60s on Man from Uncle.
yeah.
Boom. We're out of money.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ugh. Okay.
Oh no, that's the shot they use this
Yep.
week. Beverly Hills Cop. Uh-oh. I reach.
See, Ava
Bravo,
Longoria
Riche.
could she could give dude a place to stay. So he's partners with New Girl on the job, but he
Mm.
and David Denham hang out at home.
Mm.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, here we go. So they've
What?
seen the first movie,
Yeah.
but so it's
Whoa, whoa,
clear
whoa. Billy and Axel. Whoa.
back together again. Where's Taggart? Where's John Flint? Okay, so they have not interacted since Axel Jr. was in diapers.
Mm.
So none of the Beverly Hills Cop continuities have. Well, wait, does the third one? I can't remember. Yes, the
Well,
third one, they're in, or fourth one, they're going to be in touch, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So
Which
that's what,
makes sense.
which makes
I,
sense, right? Like, okay,
yeah.
so he gets the jacket. Fuck this. Okay, that's right. That's what was good about. That's what kicks off it making sense. Yes. So, uh-oh, their housekeeper's got the house across the street. Are they going to be cool with it or not?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. It's just the parties they're going to have. You know how the parties are going to be. 2013, let's shake a little tight skirt. Okay.
Well, he's a new kind of Beverly Hills Cop.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we don't get to walk in a tiger. Oh, oh,
Oh,
put the hoodie on.
yeah, he did.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he did. Oh, like I said, possibly putting a bunch of white guys in charge of this show was a mistake in 2013. Just a thought.
I mean, they couldn't even like, what do you call it? They couldn't just give us a pause ending.
The pause. Well, no, I'm sorry. You know, Brandon C. Jackson has to take some of his own lumps, and one of those lumps is he does not get a pause. No, no, sir.
Oh yeah, because he's a new kind of Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh,
Oh no. Sorry, Brandon.
oh
This
man. Yeah. I mean,
Did not hit, bro.
I haven't actually seen the second half of the Men in Black quartet, so I have no Barry Sonnenfeld post like 2002 Barry Sonnenfeld
So you haven't seen three.
opinions. I haven't seen three.
Three is good.
Okay.
I would, because well, fucking Brolin can do anything.
Oh,
But if you could ignore some of the hokey shit they do at the end, three is really good.
okay.
And Will's good in it too.
My issue is I haven't done a run of Men in Black ever. I mean, like other than watching the first one before the second one. Uh or like having seen the first one multiple times before seeing the second one, but I never like did a run after that. My issue is I remember distinctly really liking the second one,
Mm.
but
I can never remember the second one.
the first one is I my memory of it at this point, having not seen it since like the year 1999 or 2000, is the first one's great.
Oh yeah, the first one's really good.
Yeah, right. Like the first one's great. Like, and that's like the saddest part is like they never were able to duplicate that, and none of like Wild Wild West wasn't it. It's just like it all fell to shit. If Wild Wild West had been good, that would have been a far more interesting mainstream Hollywood movie era we would live in.
Well, that was just it. People were waiting for Will Smith to have his flop. To give it to him 3 summers in a row would have been like, okay, dude, we're gonna have just completely ridiculous expectations out of you.
Okay, so wait, we're not talking about that though. We're talking about Hang on, we're gonna
Aaron
start Men in
Foley.
Black up. Hang on. No, yeah. Ugh. Ooh, so the franchise would remain dormant for 10, 11 more years
Mm,
until Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F, one of the more quizzically titled
right. Just
Do
I can almost
4.
understand why they didn't call it four because it's not Paramount.
True, but I feel like they could have either done. No, I wouldn't have wanted to do a. I feel like they could have done an Axel F. Beverly Hills Cop 4.
Now that title
I
makes more sense.
and then your extended cut is just Axel F.
Right.
With the strip club scene as Axel F. And then yeah, I don't know. It should have been a Paramount.
Yeah.
Paramount should have. Well, they already said it should have come out in the theater, right? Like,
Yeah. Even though if it came out in the theater, the budget would have been bigger and we probably would have got more action sequences
yeah.
because
So
it
we
does
did.
kind of look small scale,
It
even though it's
is,
good.
but that's sort of the issue with the urban action sequence these days is we've
Hmm.
got there's no in between. Like there's your I guess your Transformers, urban destruction, disaster.
Yeah.
Then you have your
Transformers,
TV car
Godzilla.
chase shit. And like the
They
in
don't even do that no
between,
more.
nah,
Like
yeah,
TV car
they
chase scenes.
no,
Remember when we were kids though?
that's
All the
because
cop show that was like what all the cop shows were based around. We're like,
at one car chasing episode,
yeah,
you had it
ships would have at least two.
right because that was
It
the
was
gimmick.
ships. Yeah.
I mean, more people on the roads, I guess. Like
Yeah.
not having selling on the studio land, so you're not doing an action sequence just at the in the fucking fields of the backlot or whatever. Like
Insurance for legit stunt people.
there's that, right? Oh
Yeah.
shit, they didn't have credits on this. We couldn't check its stunt work. It doesn't seem like it had very much. I forgot
No.
about that shit. The fucking John Landis approach to fucking. Well, I mean that is another thing is that you've either got something where the stunt work is the whole gimmick, is the whole bit, or you have stuff where it's just sped up fucking Matt
Zoomed
Damon
in on it.
style. Yeah. There's no real in between again. It's weird. It's a weird thing. Cool. Next week is Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. So we're gonna back to the present. That'll be very nice to see again. And
Yeah,
yeah.
back to I guess the mainstream universe.
Well, yes, mainstream universe with the Taggart. We'll be in the Taggart timeline though.
Yeah,
The
there we go.
anti-Flintiverse actually. So will we get out a blackboard and chart the Beverly Hills Cop timelines as we can discern them? We shall see.
Yeesh.
All right.
Oh hell, downtown. Okay,
Okay.
I didn't even know that was on here. Shit.
Well, I
Yeah,
guess we'll stop recording, folks. Go watch something else, not
yeah,
Beverly Hills
downtown or
Cop.
Metro.
Ugh.
Good night, y'all.
From the streets of Detroit where the shadows run deep, Aaron Foley's on a case he can't let slip. A shootout leads him with questions in hand. 80 million missing, he heads to a new land. Beverly Hills, where the money flows bright, but underneath the glam there's a fight in the night. Westbound justice, where the lines are blurred. In the land of the rich, where the truth goes unheard. Chasing shadows under California skies. Aaron's on the hunt where the danger lies. With Layla by his side, sharp and true, and Brad with his skills, though they hidden from view. They track down Ricky and no friend from the D, but he swears he's clean, no part in this spree. A mother and son, caught in the game, unwitting pawns in the criminal's aim. Westbound justice, where the lines are blurred. In the land of the rich, where the truth goes unheard. Chasing shadows under California skies. Aaron's on the hunt where the danger lies. With Layla by his side, sharp and true, and Brad with his skills, though they're hidden from view. They track down Ricky and no friend from the D, but he swears he's clean, no part in this spree. A mother and son, caught in the game, unwitting pawns in the criminal's aim. Westbound justice, where the lines are blurred. In the land of the rich, where the truth goes unheard. Chasing shadows under California skies. Aaron's on the hunt where the danger lies. Axel arrives with a watchful eye. The bond of father and son can never die. Aaron's never leave, but his father knows. Sometimes the past is where the lesson grows. A rescue, a race, a life on the line. They'll bring down the mastermind, it's just a matter of time. Father's a name, pulling strings from the top, laundering cash, but his time's gonna stop. A daring showdown, bullets and fire. Aaron takes him down, the stakes were higher. Alma and Pablo, they're safe in the end. Justice served, but the fight won't end. Westbound justice, where the lines are blurred.